Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about how to automatically price parts using custom pricing. Now, if you watched the previous video, how to automatically price parts using a default pricing method, we talked about how this test pricing customer, we can define what default pricing they will have each time we quote or sell or invoice parts. They will Every single part will automatically be priced based on this default pricing method. Now, that might be great for certain types of companies. Um, on the other hand, if you'd like to have more flexibility to maybe price certain parts more competitively or less competitively based on the type of part or the price of the part or things like that, then you can go ahead and leave this in place as a default, as kind of a fallback. But anything you put down here on the customer record in the custom pricing table, these selections will override whatever you have here. Let's say we have a discount of 10% for everything we ever sell to test pricing, unless the type of item, the pricing category of the item is a bumper. Now, how does that work? The pricing category. Over on an item, every item on the financial tab has a pricing category field. Now, if there's no pricing category selected, then this part will not be included in that. But if this part, which happens to be a bumper, if we have that set as a pricing category of bumper, and we could have hundreds or thousands of different parts that have a pricing category of bumpers, then when we assign that pricing category to a customer, then by default, so let's say that we have pricing category bumper, then we could go ahead and say, well, the price level is going to be ABC, maybe, or we're going to give them a discount. Instead of 10%, we're going to give them a 20% discount instead, or maybe we want to have a markup instead, or a multiplier, or a specific price. That's pretty rare, but that could be a case. We could have it to where they get a 10% on all bumpers if they buy more than 5. We said 5 to 1,000 or 10,000 or some number. Then this would only take effect if they bought 5 or more. Otherwise, it would fall back and give them a discount of 10%. So this is very, very flexible. Let's say I want to do cooling. And on the cooling, instead of a 20%, I want to give them a 30%. On fenders, we'll give them a markup of 25%, and so forth. So it's that simple. I can just decide how I want to what exceptions to the rule I want to have that will override whatever I have as my default pricing method. Now, as flexible as this is, it can be very time consuming to set up and maintain. And so if you'd like, you can also set up templates of prices for the different types of customers you have. And then you can, like if I click new, when I add a brand new customer, here's where I can select the default pricing, but I can also select a pricing template. And so same thing over here, I add custom pricing template. In this case, I could come over here and say small body shops, and you can define what these templates are and what the descriptions are. But let's just pick this one. And if I click on the magnifying glass, it'll open up a tab to show me that template. So in this case, fenders will be 25 and headlamps will be 20 and bumpers will be 30 and cooling 60 and so forth. So if I were to go ahead and click go, it would override these. It would add them to this one. So I just wanted you to know about templates and how they work and how they can save time. Also, when you're on a template, let's say that we've got 300 customers that are small body shops, auto body repair shops. I could make changes here and click update all customers using this template, and it would push out the changed, updated prices out to all of them and not have to individually update each of those one at a time. So templates are a big time-saving tool. And before I forget, I also want to mention and not forget, we talked about groups of items, but you can also just put specific items and say, I will sell this specific item for a particular price level or a discount or a markup, or in this case, I could give it a specific price, just something I type out of whatever meets my need. So in this case, if I had a specific item, that will override the categories or the defaults. So you kind of have a hierarchy of specific or groups or the defaults. And you can do that to an unlimited number of parts as well. So I think that about does it on the custom pricing setup. I hope this has been helpful, and I do hope you have a great day.